Welcome back to my channel. I have a second video in my series on when the left goes too far. I actually forgot this one when I made my list of the summary. I didn't get this one in there, and so it's not in the first video. Oh, oh, sad xenomorph. Sad xenomorph. So I'm going to start with the one that I forgot to put on here. Climate change ideology or climate catastrophizing. That is an area that the left has gone too far. From trying to figure out what's going on with the planet, right? How are fossil fuels being burned? How is that affecting the planet? And certainly other industrial processes and the expansion of the human race all have impacts on our environment. And we want to be able to live happy and healthy and enjoying nature on Earth for a long, long time. And you know what? Conservatives want that too. Like, duh. Like, liberals, leftists, progressives, whatever, they've got this idea, and maybe because of the media, and I know I grew up on The Simpsons and saw the way that conservatives were portrayed, is this idea that just like destroy the planet, just like business, money, destroy everything, use up resources until they're gone, let it burn, live in smog, dirty water, like things like that. And like, yeah, like nobody wants that. Like, I don't know, maybe there's a fringe. That's not what the average conservative wants. That's not what anybody wants. What conservatives want is some balance in how we're balancing entrepreneurship, like businesses, industries, to allow us to thrive, to grow economically, to be able to support a first world kind of economy, to be able to have things, to be able to have more of things, for things to be cheaper, to have the kinds of products we want and the energy that we need to benefit the human race. And we have the understanding that as you lift people out of poverty, as people get richer, they can care about the environment some more because they're moving up that Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You have more time and care and luxury to be able to care about such things instead of burning a tire to keep warm. So there's that aspect to it. The left totally portrays the right in that regard and jumps to conclusions as if we want to see the world burn, which really is not the case. Like, why would it be? But yes, we do favor more freedom for industries than the left would want. But of course, the left, driven by Marxist ideology, Marx, who wanted us to by force of the government as well, be forced back into the fields, into agriculture, out of the cities, and be told what we're gonna do, and working like agricultural labor jobs instead of industry and technology. That's the Marxist dream. Go read the Communist Manifesto. You'll see it there. Anyway, issues with climate change and environmentalism in general, which has been co-opted basically entirely by communist ideology, is that, I mean, how do you say it? They want to control everything. It is just, it's platitudes. It's fake. Anything and everything can be related to the environment or climate, and the left has been doing this. Oh, you drive your car? Well, this disproportionately impacts brown people in this part of the city, and so actually driving your car is racist. And the brown people have been put near industrial areas, and so industry is racist. We gotta like tear that all down, or rather, we have to tax these businesses. And maybe it just so happens that the politicians get kickbacks from those tax credits, or have ways to benefit by what stock that they purchase, or they happen to own the green energy company that's going to actually benefit from the new policies coming down. Surely the Democrat politicians aren't doing things for money, right? No, that's just evil Republicans. It's evil Republicans who are rich. Except Hollywood and the liberal billionaires. They don't count. They don't count. They're the party of the little people. So Oh, if you were paying attention during COVID, there was this messaging from the World Economic Forum where all kinds of leaders from around the world, elected and unelected, and famous people too, people like, oh, what's the actor's name? Oh, the Bourne guy, Matt Damon. I remember seeing something about him being there. Anyway, these elites all meet together. They go to what, Davos? They come up with ways that they're gonna basically take in these um, toxic ideologies and spread them back out to their countries, unsuspecting people. And their messaging back then was, "You will own nothing and be happy. You'll own nothing and be happy." Policies like wanting us to eat less meat and eat bugs instead. Um, Policies like getting us all to move into cities, have to rely on public transportation, and not being able to own cars and things like that. So limiting our freedom of movement. Does this sound authoritarian to you? Because as a conservative, I get called the fascist, racist oppressor, and yet these left-wing ideas certainly sound awfully controlling. And so, they want things like for you to not have air conditioning, for you not to be able to drive your car, for your energy to be really expensive. Does anybody remember when Obama said that with his policy? I can't remember what it was, but that energy prices would necessarily skyrocket. They want your energy to cost more. They want your gas to cost more. They want your electricity to cost more. They want it to be harder for you. They say it. They message this. This is their stance. The stance is there because they want society to get pissed off. They want society to overthrow the existing order so that they can have their socialist, communist revolution. I know they don't say that on the first page of the DNC, not even on the Communist or Socialist Party websites, but that is what they're really after. Please go to Google, look up the Cloward Piven. I think I'm saying that strategy right, because in there it is laid out those economists who thought, well, if we could overwhelm the system of social services, we could basically mess up society enough that we could tear it all down, reorder things. I say we, but I mean them, because I'm not a part of that. So basically the left wants us to give up our first world amenities. I remember when Obama went to Africa and told those poor African people that if they wanted air conditioning, basically that air conditioning was going to set the world on fire. Sorry, people in the third world, you can't advance to the state that we have in America, in the West. You're not allowed to have a first world country because that's bad for the environment, at least to the climate apocalypse sort of people. And you have people here in America who are worried about it. There's people who may even come to counseling and things with anxieties around what's going on with the climate and thinking that the Republicans are destroying the earth and going to make it bad for all of our children because we hate the planet and aren't going along with policies that happen to give control of the government to every aspect of our lives. Because I don't know if you noticed, but we breathe, we exhale CO2, the green gas that's destroying the planet according to them, which means they could regulate us just like they want to regulate cow farts. That's a little scary, but my body, my choice, they wouldn't do that, right? Oh, COVID shot. So anyway, the left, climate change, the radicalism in that has gone too far, way outside of reason, way outside of let's do some good science, let's figure this out. How are the ways that we can prosperously move forward, develop technologies, manage things in a way that we can still have freedom and prosperity and thrive as a civilization, and we still grow on this planet and feed people and have great technology and manage resources so they don't run out without oppressing everyone into an authoritarian, dystopian, impoverished police state, which is unfortunately what the left wants, what the communist radicals shaping the ideology of the left want. I hate to say it. I wish it wasn't that, right? It's like in that Avengers movie. I think it was the second one. I think it was Civil War. I still haven't changed that setting on my computer. It keeps going dark. Where the people who are Hail Hydra all of a sudden pop up out of the woodwork. It's like half the people are Hail Hydra. See, that's the way the left views the right, and in the reality, they don't even know how usurped they are with Marxist ideology. It's, if anything, actually the other way around. Please don't be a Hail Hydra person. Look into this stuff and think for yourself. Be the free thinker. Just make sure the brain does not fall out onto the floor. Keep your top on. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate whoever's hanging out with me here. Please like and subscribe in the comments. Please debate me. Please ask questions. I'm going to try to get around to respond to comments at times. I'm not right on everything. I'm going to make mistakes, mess ups, things. Man, if you've got some good evidence and can change my mind, I am amenable, because what matters to me is getting at the truth. That's what's led me here. That's what's led me, or kept me in the side of conservatives. That's why I believe in Jesus and the gospel, because it kind of makes sense to me as kind of the most best explanation of how to put together all the different pieces of evidence of this world and how things work and are and how we exist as human beings. So anyway, your thoughts matter. I appreciate you being here. Every human being matters and counts, no matter how stupid, bad, ignorant our ideas are. You matter. You matter. If you're in the LGBT, you matter. White, black, brown, whatever you are, you matter. You're valuable. Your voice matters. You are welcome. I'm so glad we live in a country and live in a time where we can all speak and talk to each other. So, again, thank you. We're figuring this thing out. Let's try to figure it out peacefully. And I'm going to see you next time.